All right, what up, though, man? A.N.T. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. See? Told you another one's coming. You already know what it is. A.N.T.i-Social files. I'm about to just give y'all a quick rundown. You know how I do. I don't like to talk too much, but I definitely like to explain my what's and whys. About to give y'all the rundown of what I think about this Unfinished Business 2 card coming up. The last one that happened was in 2003, DNA versus K-Shine. And then after that, 3 years later, you seen what happened. Goods versus X Factor, which was unfortunately the URL demise of Mr. Priorities. I don't know any other battles that got released for now. I'm trying to think. No. Newborn and Skull. That was, I think, on 420. That, John and Mav, and what was the other one? Shotgun the Bill Collector. But yeah, I think it was only 2 battles that showed up on Unfinished Business. It's a good time to bring this up. Double Impact was crazy all the way up until Gun Titles versus NWX, which we will discuss in a second. But let's get to the battles that ain't got nothing to do with finishing business. Let's start with, hold up. God damn it, hold up. All right. Let's start with Brizz versus Shotgun Suge. This is a match I'm looking forward to because Brizz is one of my top niggas that's new out here. And I ain't gonna keep saying new because now it's the second pro year on URL, if you want to call it that. You know, rookies versus vets. Verb taught him a little lesson, but he still did his thing. Tay-Rock gave us a classic, which led him to becoming the Cave Gang member. Him versus DNA snapped the PG killing streak. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. He snapped the PG killing streak. Him versus T-Top was okay. And I ain't saying okay as that they did bad. But outside that GoldenEye joint, it really wasn't no bombers. It wasn't. But they did win. So, gotta give it that. But this one is gonna be crazy. Brizz has been on a roll, like in my own mind. He has been on a roll. I watched Mav's Unfinished Business blog before I watched this shit. And I will give him a point. I'll give him a point. Some of these new cats, and I'll be honest, mainly Brizz and Top versus Rex, Top knew how to be dominant. So Mav, you might just have to, apply that to Brizz and the rest of the niggas. I don't know. But no, wait a minute. Brizz dominated versus DNA to fight from first and the third. You know, the Negro leagues. but it's got to be a point where these new cats do dominate against the veterans. You know what I'm saying? You go against a veteran, you learn how to dominate, then you could consider the true top nigga. Shotgun Suge, he's just gonna steamroll over niggas until he finally gets that match against Hitman Holla. That's how I feel. I feel like that's exactly what he's been doing. Like that's what he's been doing since the Sharon battle. Ever since he got beat by Tycoon Tax on I don't know if it was Vendetta or Ebola, but ever since he got bodied by Tycoon Tax at King of the Dot, that motherfucker turned all the way up. From Sharon up to the Saga battle, up to T-Top battle, to him versus Big T. And even with Charlie Clips, he said the main reason why he didn't go as hard as he wanted to because of the fire alarm and niggas are smoking outside and you lose your momentum and shit. But I think I had to watch that battle again to determine the real winner. I want to say Clips because he did have a fire third. But yeah, he's steamrolling over niggas until he gets to Hitman and secretly Surf. But I think he's gonna be on that same momentum. So in order for Brizz to counter that, he has to be dominant. He has to, or else Suge is gonna pocket check and What's Your Life Like him to death. So I want to give the battle to Brizz because that's my nigga, Dark Side all day. But Suge, I think he's undeniable right now. URL loves him. Detroit, I don't know how Detroit feels, but I'm a Detroiter, so I fuck with him. I think it's about time that he comes to Detroit and gets that pass. But yeah, I think Suge might take this one 2-1. 2-1. And I think he gonna edge it. Next battle. Hoffa versus T-Top. Thank you, Hoffa. Thank you for coming back. I'm glad you back, Doc. You back on the house that you built. You put the smack in smack, bro. You know I fuck with you, bro. On some real shit. I fuck with you. You my nigga. I'm like, I'm glad that we linked up down in Brooklyn, nigga. You one of the realest cats I know, all that shit. What you did at Double Impact, that was dominant. And I mean dominant as in you taking over him and you taking over your spot and Cortez, because Cortez really ain't say shit. He was basically your hype man. But Hoffa as a 2-on-2 rapper was dope. The Hoffa I want to see against T-Top, since I did see his blog, he said the closest you gonna get is the one where he battled John or Marv 1. Now those maths, that math Hoffa, jokes and bars. That's what he good at. He's good for being witty against niggas, and he's good for bringing hard-hitting street bars to niggas. T-Top, he don't do too many jokes, but he does spit hard-hitting street bars to niggas. And it's a trip. They giving him the niggas that that he's oriented around. Outside of Charlie Clips, Suge, T-Rex, they giving him niggas that relate to what he do. Sell work and rap bars, all that type of shit. So him getting that is another test. Personally, I think until he gets to Calico. So Top, both of these niggas are saying some epic shit on their blog, on their Twitters and whatever. They both talking about you gonna see so and so differently after June 4th. All I know is I better see a good battle, man. I know Top gonna come with some shit. That's a fact. But if Hoffa coming back one-on-one in URL, I know he's gonna come with some shit. I would love to be a part of this event, but a nigga got his own battle here against a nigga named Gully Gangland. I ain't gonna promote that shit all the way, but that nigga's dead. But yeah, I would love to see this shit, like up front. But this is gonna be a good battle because it's gonna see if Hoffa still got it on smack and if T-Top can still hold up to these vets. So I'm giving that a 2-1 debatable, really. I'm giving it a 2-1 debatable because I know Hoffa's not gonna fuck around. I know T-Top's not gonna fuck around. He knows now how to, rap towards his opponent. He gets that now, but he knows how to keep that balance. So I think it's gonna be a good battle, man. 2-1 debatable. Next battle. Part of the unfinished business, in my opinion. Picking up where Double Impact left off. John the Don versus Big T. I know I keep reiterating math and shit, but he's saying what I feel like saying. We need that old Big T back. We need the Big T that battles Surf. We need the Big T in that one round against K-Shine. We need that Big T versus DNA. We need that Big T versus we need the old Big T, basically, nigga. The Big T from back in 2012. That Big T, or 2011 Big T, you know what I'm saying? Because today's Big T is on some John shit. You know what I'm saying? Recycling bars. Not coming with his best material. Not saying that John don't come with his best material, but he definitely recycling. But yeah, Big T has been on a depth chart like this, while John has been going up through the roof since last year. We seen what he did on URL last year, and even with the shit he did against Sharon, gave us a good classic. Body prep, body wavy. I saw it live. Gave us a great back and forth against Tay-Rock. Did his thing in the 2-on-2 with Charlie against Big T and Saga, the other NWX niggas. And I'ma just keep it real. I think John gonna smoke this nigga. As much as he's been talking, I know he's out working just as much. So I think John is going, cause he been calling this nigga out since 2012. He been calling him out since he battled Clean Paper. So I know he got some shit in the bag for this nigga. I know he does. I ain't gotta hear shit to know what he got in his bag. So I'm giving this shit to John 3-0. Unless Big T come with some super duper Chilaka bullshit, then that's what it's gonna be. John 3-0. Because that nigga ain't playing. He's trying to steamroll his way into other niggas too. Niggas like Sue Surf, niggas like Hollow. And I still think he should battle Sirius Jones. So, you know, Big T was one of the niggas on his Kill Bill list, so he's gonna knock that nigga off. And then on to the next. So that's that. Hold on. Next battle. Tay-Rock and Sue Surf versus DNA and K-Shine. Gun titles versus NWX. Once again. Now that we've seen the magic of gun titles for the first time, what's gonna happen? I said this in a prior blog earlier. It was on one of the live Facebook blogs and shit. Gun titles debut was equivalent to Loaded Lux's return at Summer Madness 2. That's what I'm thinking, because they're the most undeniable, you know, force in battle rap solo already. That's a given. So when they put these two niggas together, their aggression, their performance, their bars, and then on top of that, their I'm trying to think of the fucking word. The shit that Chess thing, I can't even think of the damn word. Chemistry. They got good chemistry for the first time. So now that we've seen all of that shit, now that we done ran through the gas station, gave them as much energy as they could, you know, are they gonna have that same magic in a smaller room? Or is NWX gonna do what they do as a team and collectively say, fuck this gas station, we about to blow this bitch up? So this is gonna be a good even battle. You can't deny the fact that when DNA and K-Shine have a big opponent in front of them, they don't slack up. But I will say this, they doing a little bit too much. But like I do believe that these two niggas are not gonna play. I mean, the first battle, on the first match, I ain't gonna lie, they first round was light, but it was also due to the fact that like we done seen these niggas before, and it's like, all right, y'all gotta give us some crazy shit, and they didn't come with no crazy shit. Outside that, outside the Big T flip they did, you know, I'm a Merc Sue, reverse Sue, Hearst Sue, know that I wouldn't be the first Sue, that shit. But other than that, they ain't had no magical shit. The fact that the gun title was up there alone was magical. But they still gonna have the same type of, you know, support from the crowd because they're the fan favorites. Surf and Rock are the fan favorites. So it's still gonna be a bit rough for DNA and K-Shine, but they're not gonna let that pressure get to them. That's how I think about it. So this is gonna be real tight. If the gun titles come with some crazy shit, then it might just go to them. But if NWX, if DNA and K-Shine do some epic shit, then it might go back to them. It might. I'm saying that because they do know how to spit their bar. Like, they got good chemistry. They got good chemistry too. And it's, like, they got their shit. They're the veterans. They're not the best 2-on-2. I'm gonna give that to Marvin Quest. In the US, in the world, it goes to Marlo and Shuffle T. I don't give a fuck what y'all say, because DNA and K-Shine still ain't battled them yet. You're gonna have to battle something different in order to find out if you a better squad. I mean, y'all going against US niggas all the time, so y'all gonna get the same type of material. Marlo and Shuffle T, they're the most wittiest tag team in battle rap. And when they focus on who they focus on, when I think about off topic or off the gun titles, but I think about Dirtbag Dan and Caustic versus Marlo and Shuffle T. They knew how to adapt. They know how to adapt to their opponents. So they do that on top of their chemistry, and it's over. That's what makes them the best. So DNA and K-Shine, they got to build their shit back up. They got to get to that undeniable, get to the fact that they are the best. So they need to battle a couple more niggas at 2-on-2s and be done. But that's my opinion, man. Bus is right behind me, and I gave up my predictions. Gun Titles versus NWA is gonna be a good even battle. John is gonna body Big T. Math and T-Top is gonna be classic, and Brizz might get steamrolled over if he ain't careful. I'm saying that because I fuck with you, and I think you need to come with your shit. So, Unfinished Business, June 4th, small room setting. I think it's gonna be dope. Even if I didn't have no free schedule, I don't know if I could be able to make it just to go to one event, but it's gonna be dope as fuck. Good way to build up Gnome 6 and all the other events all the way up to Summer Madness 6. Let's get this business finished. A.N.T.i-Social Files, Savage Squad, out of here.